bro?
How are you, Sandile? Welcome to Vodacom's Camto halftime chat. It's good to have you here, man. Let's get straight into it. I just wanted to know from you. I've obviously have my thoughts of the first half. Welcome to the show. And what do you think of the first half? What do you think where Pirates can improve, obviously?
Yeah, thank you. Look, SuperSport have done exactly what they needed to do, which was to get the goal and sit back and absorb the pressure from Pirates. I think Pirates need to get a little bit more aggressive in terms of the play. We need to move the ball around a little bit more. I think Lipasa is also moving out of that central area a hell of a lot. He needs to stay up there, and the other guys need to run off him. I also think that the transition has to be quicker because Pirates at this stage is allowing SuperSport to go deep into their own half and set up, which then makes it difficult because there's no space. You can definitely see that SuperSport has come in with the intention of sitting back and absorbing pressure. They've got those 2 blocks of 4 protecting the goalkeeper. So it's difficult if you're not going to play it very quickly into that last third of SuperSport.
Absolutely. Now, I think let's go to the goal. I think from the corner, I'm very, very big on holding the box. And I just think that the player that was allowed the space at the edge of the box from the corner, I think that shouldn't have happened. If you look at Pirates, I think even their corners against Chiefs, they leave the outside of the box very exposed. And when you have it, the Bogo Mokoena, Sipho Mbuli, that can shoot very, very well, Bradley Grobler, those type of players, in and around the box, you need to close them down very, very quick. What are your thoughts on that corner? Yeah, Tyson won the ball. The ball went up in the air for a very, very long time. Do you agree with me when I say that I think that player that took the initial shot before Mokoena scored should have been closed on a lot quicker?
Well, a couple of things went wrong. The first thing with Tyson's header is that it needed to go high and wide, but it went down the middle. Okay, so that mistake has been made. But now somebody needs to go out and apply pressure on the ball, and nobody did that. On top of that, with Ben Mutswari sitting back and lagging back behind everyone else as they were pushing out, he actually played those 2 players, or those 2 SuperSport players on side. But more than anything, the 2 critical mistakes that were made was, one, the header from Tyson should have been long, high, and wide as opposed to down the middle. But if he does make that error and it goes down the middle, somebody needs to get on that player just outside the box very quickly, apply pressure on him, and force him to make an error in terms of the shot. But nobody closed him down. There was just not enough pressure. He had time to try and pick a shot, and eventually it caused problems for us.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, now let's go to, you've been talking about Ben Mutswari sitting back. Let's talk about the midfield. What do you think Pirates can do about better? You spoke about the SuperSport being more aggressive in the second half. What are your thoughts? What needs to change? What needs to change of Pirates? Let's talk about Pule, Hoto. Let's talk about Pirates' midfield basically. What do you think should improve in the second half?
Okay, I think with the 3 guys, Mutswari and his 2 partners, being behind the ball, the other 3 need to be ahead of the ball. And at this stage, what's happening is you're finding Ohoto and Pule being alongside Mutswari and his partners. So I think we need to get more people ahead of the ball. And of the 3 that are sitting in the midfield, at least one of them needs to unhook from that midfield and make runs into that box to augment, because at this stage, you've just got Lipasa going down the middle. But if you've got somebody running onto that central point of SuperSport defense, it at least takes some of the attention from the center backs. So now you'll have a 2-on-2 situation, whereas at current you've only got a 2-on-1 situation against Lipasa. So we need to invert that central midfield trio, so that we've got one guy holding and the two guys supporting Lipasa.
Okay, and then last one before we go, I think let's talk about the bench of Pirates. Who do you think should come out? Who do you think should go in? And who do you think is going to make a difference to obviously impact the result of the match?
Well, to be honest with you, I think at this stage we might need to bring on a second striker. even if it means taking off one of the midfielders. I think there's just no pressure on that back four of SuperSport. They have all the time in the world. They winning all the first balls and then winning the second ball because there's nobody close enough to challenge or to try and win the second ball. So maybe if we bring on a second striker, I don't know who we've got on the bench that's a little bit mobile, but somebody who can just come in and add a bit of mobility around Lepasa. And then in terms of the central midfield trio, at least if you can bring in somebody that can unhook from that midfield into that last third, a person like a Figo or Ndlovu, somebody who can play sort of a link between the midfield and the strikers.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for your time. It's really been an honor having you on the show. And keep well. I hope the second half is going to go much better. Chugumanja is going to come in, I think. I think he'll make a difference as well.
I hope so too. Right. Thank you.
Thank you. Enjoy the second half.
Thank you. Cheers.